What's going on, wrestling family? Welcome back to the channel. So this video is called The Internet Wrestling Community Are the Worst. Now I'm sure that everyone in attendance, you including me, have thought these words verbatim at one point in time when scrolling through Twitter and seeing what the wrestling community has to say, or you probably thought that the wrestling community is toxic. But either way, you did not like what you see. So this video comes from Nathan Counter Wrestling. Go to his channel, hit that subscribe button. He does some amazing content. We're gonna see what his perspective is on this topic. Let's get into it.
We need to talk about the IWC, this internet wrestling community, because honestly, it's one of the worst fan bases ever. Now, everyone who's a wrestling fan, me and you, we are all part of the internet wrestling community, but there is a bunch of people in that internet wrestling community that really ruin it for the rest. And I'm going to go into it anyway, but they really ruin it for the rest. Now, this is a dig at a specific company. This is WWE, this is AEW, this is all of it, everything. And I understand as well that every single fan base has this toxicity about it as well. You know, whether it's Taylor Swift fans, Ronaldo fans, which I found out on my other football channel. You know, so many fans are really, really tribalistic and take things too far sometimes. And
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Because I'm a part of different communities, anime, movies and film, sports, specifically basketball and football. As you can see, I'm a Rams fan. And even in the Rams community, as much as I love the Ramley, there are a pocket of people who are just unnecessarily just negative all the time. Like, for instance, the Rams will lose the first game in the preseason and those people go crazy and see, this is why McVay should get fired. This is why Les Snead should get fired, because they'll never win a playoff game playing like this. And we're like, bro, this is just the preseason. And I'm all for people having a different perspective than me. I'm all for people having, constructive criticism of the team. I'm not one of them people who think that everything should be sunshine and rainbows all the time. But for some reason, there are people who just love to be negative all the time. And I don't really give them no energy because I feel like they're just trolls. I just feel like, or they got something going on in their lives and they're just trying to, I don't know, deflect it or put it on other people for some reason. So I kind of don't pay them no mind, but I do know that they exist and I do see it all the time.
one thing that the IWC is fickle. Now, we can all be a little bit guilty of it at times. I'm not going to lie, I've been fickle in the past about wrestling. I really have, chopping and changing. But there's certain things that the internet wrestling community say that just make you think, what are you on about? First of all, let's just say Daniel Bryan was right about fickle wrestling fans in 2018 when he had that gimmick. That wasn't a gimmick, that was just him telling the truth. So I'm going to use an example about Sami Zayn, or what some people are calling Sammy Hogan. Now, when Sami Zayn was the underdog and he was chasing Roman Reigns in the bloodline for the title and everything, everyone was like, come on, Sammy, let's win it, let's win it. But deep down, I knew that if he won that, then they'd turn on him. Everyone would turn on Sami Zayn and say, oh, he's been a champion for a week now, it's boring. It's happening right now with the Intercontinental title. Give the guy some time, It's not boring. He's just there to build, let it go. We've also seen it with Becky Lynch.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree. I've seen that. And that's one thing, that I think about when it comes to the fan base when they're trying to push a certain wrestler. Like, say, for instance, right now we got the push Zelina Vega movement, which is great, which I'm happy for her. I hope it does a ton for her career. But it's hard for me to look at that and kind of take it seriously because I feel like fan bases, when it comes to an underdog or a person that isn't getting pushed, they always want to see those people hold a title until they see them hold a title. And when they hold a title, they want them to take it out of their hands immediately because they feel like they're not this, they're not that. We see it with Sami Zayn. We see it with Cody Rhodes. We've seen it with Becky Lynch. We've seen it with so many different people. And it's like, why do y'all want these people to get titles? It's almost like them getting that title is almost a curse. But then when they don't get the title, people get upset, like how they feel about Jey Uso, how they feel like Jey Uso's being done dirty or whatever the case may be. It just doesn't make any sense to me at all. And I don't know why people are like that, but what could you do? Now, in the case of Sami Zayn, as far as the Sammy Hogan thing, I don't agree with that statement. But if people are coming to that criticism or that idea of him based upon his match against Braun Breaker at Money in the Bank, I can understand why people feel that way because to me, in my personal opinion, there's no way that a regular kick should stop the spear and a one haluva kick should cause a pin for Braun Breaker. That to me just does not make any sense. But still, I don't want to call him Sammy Hogan. Give him some time. Let him work his title. People just want to be mad at everything. That's just the internet, I guess.
Had a tirade of things thrown at her, Becky Hogan. All this Hogan business. And the thing is that when these guys retire, it will literally be like, please don't retire, please don't retire, please don't retire.
Yep.
Oh, we love you, we love you, we love you. Really? And when you're a really over babyface, there's a chance that you're going to get hated. Now, Cody Rhodes is doing okay at the moment. He's doing okay. You know, he's won the title, but he has got that chance now to get hated by the WWE fans if it goes on too long. He's already in the grey area for me, in my opinion. That's how fickle wrestling fans are, you know? We really, really want someone to do well, build them up, and then they get there, and then we're like, nah, let's tear them back down now. Then we go on to the app we know as X, the toxic app we know as X. The wrestling community on there, that is where the IWC mainly are. It's just madness on there. Now, we all know and we all see the accounts on there that are so toxic and so tribalistic. And this is on both sides, by the way, WWE and AEW. And obviously, we know exactly what they're doing. I know exactly what they're doing, and you do as well. They're getting impressions, you know? They've got the blue check mark. They're getting the money from Elon. That's exactly what they're doing. And the thing...
And it's not even just people who are tribalistic about certain promotions. There are people who are fan accounts of a singular wrestler that are tribalistic about that singular wrestler, and any other wrestler that's threatening that spot of the wrestler that they like or the wrestler that's their profile pick, they hate it. They hate everything. And even, you know, a lot of the times I wonder if they're just trolling, so I never take any of it seriously. I'm not going to let Twitter have my, you know, any of my energy or make me upset. I can stay off of Twitter for days. It don't bother me. But they know that when they're trolling, they are making people upset. And then what happens is it's like this whole ecosystem. I figured it out. I'm a genius, okay? Not really, I'm dumb. But I figured out this whole ecosystem where this person trolls, then people follow them so then they can quote tweet what they just said so the person who's quote tweeting what they said to make themselves sound like they're smart. Like, for instance, if somebody says, oh my God, Roman Reigns is the worst wrestler in the world, just to get impressions, then I'm going to follow them. So then now that person gets a follow. Then I'm going to quote tweet them so I can tell them this guy knows nothing about wrestling. So in turn, that makes me look smart. And then it gets that person for some reason. Not that people work together, but it just happens that way. The person who originally tweets that gets more follows so more people can call them stupid on their own page. And then by calling that person stupid, people who agree with you calling him stupid will follow you too. If it's all making sense to you. But hopefully it does. And then when it comes to these impressions, it's just like money. It's like money. People will do anything to get impressions on Twitter when it comes to followers or people responding or people, you know, taking a bait of their trolls. Just like money, people are willing to sacrifice their reputation. They're ready just to bully other people, to troll, just to get these impressions. I don't know what you can do with those things. I'm trying to figure out how much is Twitter really paying for people to be like this. I don't know, but it's just, I don't get it, man. I really don't. But you know what? To each their own.
And the thing is, wrestling fans love to bite. They will bite. They will take the bait and they will bite it. Whether it's about AEW ratings or whether it's about a result that they didn't like or anything at all. They will give a dig at anything and then everybody will bite, grab it, and they're running off to the bank. So I do read up on X. I do look at the tweets and things like that, but I don't really go on there a lot, as in tweet myself. And then there is one person who I think does not help either and creates
Tony
it
Khan
as well. And that is Tony Khan.
I knew
As
it.
the owner of AEW, he goes on there and acts like a complete fan sometimes and really stirs some things up. Whereas if you're owner, you don't really need to go on there and talk to some ex-owner, Twitter account owner, who's there to get impressions and to get a reaction out of you. Honestly, who cares what some person thinks about your company? If your company's doing okay, in your eyes, if the company's doing okay,
that's all that matters.
Why you got to reply? But not just
and the same goes for Dave Meltzer and his ratings. I don't know why people get so upset about what Dave Meltzer says about certain matches. He, just like anyone else on the internet, that's just their opinion. If it does not ruin the company that you're watching, if it doesn't take anything from that company, why does it matter? Why does it matter how many stars he's giving out? It does not matter. This is not Mario. Stars don't mean nothing in real life, okay? This is not Mario 64. Stars don't matter in real life. So why do we get so bothered by somebody having a different opinion than us? And it's so weird. And then I see some people sometime, and I know I sound like I'm ranting. I'm not really upset, but I just notice it and I'm just confused that people make up stuff like, oh my God, people are saying that Liv Morgan is the worst champion of all time. And maybe somebody said it, maybe no one said it. But these people, I don't know. These people just post about these people as opposed to replying to their original tweet. They just go ahead and subtweet them. It's like, why not just say that? And then you have people under it. Yeah, I don't understand those people. Yeah, I hate when people do that. And it's like, we don't even know if the person they're talking about is real. And for the grown men who end up arguing with these kids, and I think that's the other thing too, we got to realize that there are people in there that are like 8, 9 years old, up to probably 50 something years old. So the stuff that matters to them isn't going to matter to the people who are 50 years old. So with that being said, I've seen people arguing with little kids online. That's why I don't argue with people on Twitter, because it just doesn't make any sense, because I'm sitting here arguing with an avatar. Now, can you imagine me arguing with somebody and then realize that person's only 9 years old in real life? Like, that just make me look crazy. But like, it just doesn't make any sense to do that. And I just don't have the time for it. I don't have the energy for it. If they want to believe what they want to believe, it is what it is. It has nothing to do with me. If it doesn't change what's happening in WWE, it doesn't matter to me. The ratings and the attendance is important for the business, but I don't get paid to be concerned about those things. So I don't care what ratings or who's in attendance at AEW or WWE. It doesn't matter. If I'm enjoying the show, that's it. That's all that matters at the end of the day. You might not like it. It is what it is. That's why, like, people who like pineapples on pizza, I don't rock with them. I don't get y'all, but at the same time, y'all don't care. Y'all just keep eating y'all pineapples on pizza. It don't matter if people think it's disgusting or nasty or think it should be thrown in the garbage like myself, but you guys go ahead and do your thing. That's what people should be like, man.
I think it's
crazy.
Childish, very childish tweets out there as well. We've seen it in the past. We've seen so many in the past, childish things over ratings or matches or something someone said or whatever else. It's like watching a bloody kindergarten show sometimes. But anyways, I just wanted to come on here and talk about the IWC a little bit, because we can all be guilty of it. Everyone, we're all part of the internet wrestling community, but there is a group on there that I think are very, very toxic and you know, ruin it for other wrestling fans at times. Anyways, we've got some more rankings and Coma videos coming up soon and stuff, but thank you so much for watching.
So the Coma videos are really good, so go ahead and check those out. But at the end of the day, I caught him in the... Why'd I catch his face like this? At the end of the day, I know a lot of people talk about how toxic it is online, and it's very true. But at the end of the day, if it's that bad, you don't have to use the app. You don't. I don't know why people act like they cannot get off that app. You know, I get that it's addicting. I get it. But if it's that bad, if it's affecting your life like that to the point where it's upsetting you and you're crashing out, just get off the app. If it doesn't bother you that much, if you just want to take the good with the bad and that's just how it is, then hey, to each his own. I'm not mad at you. But for me, I'm on there to tweet once or twice about certain subjects and then I get off. But what do you guys think? Do you think the internet wrestling community is the worst? Let me know in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you guys, regardless if you're a troll, if you're not a troll, whatever. You part of the wrestling family, I rock with you guys, but stop messing with people online. Have a good day.